Hi, I'm Nakisha Adams Smith, the owner of SOMCZ Marketing and Events LLC. Today we're going to tell you a little bit about SOMCZ and what we stand for. SOMCZ is a life and business coach. We also have different things where we advertise, market, and brand. We teach multiple classes on how to advertise, how to market, and also how to brand. We also have different things that we use and techniques that we use to market and brand, such as our SOMCZ magazine, our SOMCZ calendar, and we also do a thing on Facebook called Free Fridays. On Free Fridays, what we do is we just throw out 50 businesses. We tag them and we tell what they do and who they are. So therefore people can go on our page every Friday or twice a month and they can just look up different people that do different things throughout the community and throughout the states. So SOMCZ basically stands for stepping out your comfort zone. We want all businesses to step out their comfort zone. We want them to take their passion and make it purpose. We want them to thrive. We want them to succeed cross states, cross the nation. We don't want them to be in their comfort. We want them to get out of their comfort zone and do things that they thought they could not do. So we push you to pass your limit. That's our goal. Our goal is to push you past your limit. So we talk about different things. We go live. We do interviews. We do all sorts of things to help you build your confidence, to help you build your business, to help you build your brand. And one of our main things is we want you to look like where you want to go. And I'll say that again. We want you to look like where you want to go. And what that means is we want you to build your brand where you see yourself years from now, not where you at right now. My life plan was to own a daycare. As far as I can remember, I always babysit. We had a neighbor who actually was a foster parent. So I always babysit her foster kids, which some of them are still my babies to this day. So my life, my goal always was military and a daycare. And I actually did both. But as we all know, our goals are basically our goals, and although we see it as okay, I'm gonna own a daycare forever, God has other plans. So the daycare was basically my stepping stone for experience. That's what I took it as, experience of learning how to maintain a business, learning how to run a business, learning how to navigate multiple people. And that's what I took it as. Once I look back and where I'm at now, I feel like I was taught how to maintain a business as a one person, how to run people, how to, like, the different how can I say, the different attributes of people. Because we know in business everybody is different. We're gonna run it. So, and when you're a business owner, you got to have a tough shell. You can't have a soft shell and run a business, because you're gonna run into people that's not like you. You're gonna run into people that's not so kind. You're gonna run into criticism. You're gonna run into all these things. So I felt like those were my stepping stones. The military made me tough. Running the daycare gave me the knowledge I needed to run SOMCZ and to help other companies start and run their business. Well, actually, SOMCZ started from birthday parties. That was the original thing. I did a birthday party for my daughter and posted it on social media, and people started asking me who did it, and then they started requesting that I do it. So as doing the birthday party, I realized that I was researching a lot as far as business, how the business setup should be, and all of those things. And as I was doing it, I realized I have been doing that for a while and didn't know I was doing it. So because prior to that, I owned a in-home daycare for 7 years, and I also did contracting, meaning I had a travel daycare. So I did all the homework and all the research, and I never had anyone help me. So as I was sitting there one night, I decided that I was going to start SOMCZ, and that was a company that was going to help business owners that don't know how to research, don't like to research, because that's what I love to do. And I was actually in the program to get my master's at the same time, so all I did was research, stayed up all night and research. So I started SOMCZ, and it actually flourished into something that I didn't expect. all of this is going on now, I would have never imagined. But my biggest thing all my life was to push people to be better. So when I started SOMCZ, I just started praying, and I started putting together plans, 5-year goals, 2-year goals, different goals to see where I wanted to be, and I just started working towards it. So SOMC basically birthed out of a birthday party. It birthed out of a birthday party, but then it took me back to, this is something you've been doing, and now it's time to turn it into a business and help other people grow. I do life and business coaching. I do startup business plans. I do anything basically business. Anything where you're trying to step into a new business and you don't know what to do, I do all of that. I coach you into it. I help you with marketing, branding, and advertising. And one thing about me is I try it on me first, and I make sure it works for me before I bring it to the community, or before I advertise it and say I do it. I have to go through the process to see what's the hiccups, what can I do better, those type of things. Like with branding, I realized photos. I researched and I saw the different methods that you use to brand, and photos is one of the #1 methods because people see before they read. And so if you take good photos, have a good photographer, and you plan it and you post a photo and then put your work on top of it in words, people are reluctant to read it more because of the photo. The photo draws attention to you. And I always tell people, anytime I do a photo shoot, I always gain another 10-20% of new clients. And I post those photos on multiple sites, not just my site. And I always add my business page. I always add my website. I always add things that let them know that this picture directs back to my business. So we have to understand that having a business, you have to brand yourself. And I always tell people, when we talk about branding ourselves, we don't want to brand ourselves where we at right now. So like billboards are the new thing. Billboards are a good way now to get yourself out, because they're going low, because we're going through a pandemic, so the prices are pretty low compared to what they were before. And then people are passing by and seeing you. So if you take a good photo and you have a good photo shoot and you brand yourself on that, then you'll see more clients, because now they're seeing you on another level. Because you know your pictures mean something. Like if you do amateur pictures, people are going to see you as an amateur. But if you do upscale pictures, people are going to see you as they feel like, okay, they're worthy now of me shopping with them, or they're worthy of me buying from them. So I always make sure that we do those things. I also have a book. It's called Purpose Knockout, and that book basically came from my life story. It is a true story. It is my life from the beginning to now. I took everything that I went through from a child up until this point where I felt like purpose was birthed. And I put it in a book, from being fatherless, from even though I had a father, I didn't have my birth father. So from being fatherless, from being a single mother, even though I'm not a single mother now, I was for 9 years. So for being a single mother to going through different situations and different storms that could have basically broke you, or have broken so many people, or had made them feel like they weren't worthy of who they were. So basically I took my whole life story and I poured it into a book to help inspire anybody from teenage to adulthood, how to overcome all the obstacles in life, and know that you still have purpose, and know you still can get through no matter what, because we can. We got to stop allowing the obstacles of life that's supposed to build us to tear us down. And so that's basically what Purpose Knockout is. So that's my baby right now, because I literally, it's a second part coming to it, but it's basically my story. It's my story to inspire others. If you want to reach out to me, I'm on all platforms. I have a website, somcz.com. On that website, everything about me, from my interviews on the news to my book, to my shop where you can purchase anything that I've ever done. That's on there. So everything about me, life coaching, business coaching, all of those things are on my website, somcz.com. You also can follow me on social media on my personal page. I'm not like that. You can follow my personal page, Nakisha Adams Smith. My business page is SOMCZ. And then I also have a magazine page, SOMCZ.com. And then I'm on Instagram at SOMCZ Marketing Events with an S.